Welcome to another episode of Please Delete This.
Hold on.
I can't.
Go ahead, man. All right. Yeah, I think we're ready to shake, rattle, and
Rizzle.
yeah.
Darren, do you shake, rattle, or roll?
No, I can't say I do.
Any of them?
I don't. No, I can't think of a time where I'm just shaking, rattling, or rolling.
How about you, Ben?
You have to do all three.
Do you have to do
per
all
the
three?
song.
Yeah, but do you do all three?
I'm a dancer, of course I have.
So you shake, you rattle, and you roll.
I'm sure I have all three. I don't know what it means. Darren, you've done that in the reggae club, I'm sure, in some capacity.
In some
You're definitely a rattler.
I've seen him shake.
roll is not my strong suit. I'm not
Yeah, I
a
had
good
to think
roller.
about it. Like if I seen Darren rolling on the floor, I'm like,
be a
get
little
your ass
worried.
up. like a mom in the supermarket, get your ass off that floor.
Stupid ass.
Beat your ass.
Oh, the threats.
Made us who
Go
we
to
are.
Sakanase. The threats.
All right. Are we good?
We're great.
Yeah.
Episode
Ooh.
190.
Really? We finally did it?
That's crazy.
190.
We better get on doing something.
Yeah, we'll figure out episode 199. So, anyways,
Eh.
welcome to another episode of Please Delete This. In the building, we have Darren,
Bim.
Genevieve.
Genevieve, Ben. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, boo, hey.
Hey.
Okay.
Darren, I brought you something. I
Hey,
was going to stop you
Jen.
from doing that shit. Darren, I brought you something.
What'd you bring me?
I brought this for myself.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
that's ginger ale gang.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh,
Ooh,
in a
in a
bottle.
bottle.
A
A
bottle.
cute little bottle.
Oh, man. Jen, you're
Class
You're a
A.
good friend, man.
Gifting Darren bottles.
Man,
A
I
tiny bottle. It's like so cute.
I don't need any more ginger ale in my life because I just...
Do you consume that much?
If we go out to eat, you'd be a little worried.
Another.
Literally, they'll bring me the cup, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Another.
I'd almost rather you drink more alcohol than that much ginger ale.
It's so good.
Oh my god,
It's so good.
man, there's too much high fructose corn
I
syrup.
know that, Bill.
There's no caffeine.
Oh, good. Well, thank God. I'd rather have the caffeine than the processed
listen,
thingy.
I don't think it's that bad at ginger
I'm
ale.
more concerned with
Jen.
sodium. Yeah, I'm more concerned with sodium. Sodium is my enemy.
Not sugars. Let me see this thing.
Sodium, 3% of your daily value.
Here you go.
And total carbs, 12%.
I don't care about carbs.
65%.
High fructose corn syrup is
Hey,
the
hey,
only
hey,
thing.
hey,
I know.
hey,
I'm
hey.
cussing. Sorry, I was cussing again.
You didn't
You
even
don't say
cuss
those
yet.
bad words.
Darren, I want to hear that.
So I gotta blurp that out now.
Yo, I'm
The
so-
ingredients start with carbonated water. You know.
because that's the most.
Exactly.
what was in
And
there.
then high fructose corn syrup.
So it's only the second highest
Yeah.
ingredient.
You
in
made
the
it seem like it
beverage.
was all.
I know, right? How dare I? It's not even ginger as the second ingredient. It's not- my bad. I'm cussing. my
Ginger's not even one of the ingredients.
bad. Oh, there you go. Flavored ginger flavoring.
But it says natural,
wait,
natural
wait.
ginger flavor. Yeah, that's
There
what
you
it says.
go. But it's natural.
With
so.
other natural flavors.
Other.
Have you ever purchased ginger?
Yes.
Africans
I
cook
know
with
you
it.
have.
Yeah, Asian food and whatnot. Yeah. What? Man?
My mom uses it in her food, and I can't figure out what step it comes in.
I was gonna say, what African food requires ginger?
She always keeps it in the fridge. I don't really know what she does with it,
Huh.
but she needs her ginger.
Interesting.
But it does something to her food.
And you don't get hints of it in certain dishes.
Mm-hmm.
I just eat.
I eat what I like, and I don't eat what I don't like. But I told her I made something the other day, and she was like, "Did you put ginger?"
What was the dish?
I made stew,
What kind of stew?
corned beef.
Ah. And she asked if you put ginger.
That's what I said. I'm like, you never mentioned that when we was doing it.
Huh.
I don't
That's
even know
interesting.
how the first step of using ginger. Like, do you peel it? Do you just
You got a spoon. You scrape off the yeah.
the brown stuff?
Yeah.
That sounds
And
fun.
then you chop it.
I'd rather just buy it like already made.
Of
like,
course.
minced for me to pop in, right? But this one, oh no, that's not how you. That's not for real.
I know I buy that. I do.
You do. Not you. I mean, not you. This
Oh,
one.
He's not his wife.
That this one.
Oh, this
Yeah.
one.
You know what he means when he says this one.
yeah.
But he was looking my direction.
Yeah, he's
Sorry.
pointing up.
And I only bought a thing the other day, so.
Yeah, I'll go buy like the garlic and like I'll get the minced one, and
Yeah.
she'd be like, "This is garbage. Like I want the fresh." and she gets a jar full of it. I'm like, come on, man. Now I gotta sit here
Yeah.
and I'm lazy. I'm a first.
Yeah,
world
I'll get a
American.
whole jar of mints. I don't understand.
Guys.
So much easier.
I've been watching videos of people like peeling garlic this week for some reason, and I'm like, there was one that had a good hack though, when they cut it in half and then you just smack the top. But
That's the way
I was
to
like,
do it.
all right, that's not bad. But the one I seen before that, like yesterday,
No.
I was like, that's a lot of work.
So
The other bullshit, put in a container and shaking it and all
And
that.
they do all
Nah.
that.
No.
I'll just give it a little smasheroo.
The smatcheroo.
Yeah, get you doing.
Smash it.
Speaking of cooking, Bim, what's your cooking update this
This
week?
guy was so excited. To
This
show
isn't going to be a thing with weekly cooking updates.
Oh yeah, it is.
Nah.
It needs to be.
It's been.
But since you asked. So I did I mention on here that I made pasta, fresh
Yes.
pasta last week? So I made
You
it,
cut it with a knife.
and I used the knife to cut the fettuccine pieces, a little thicker pasta. But yeah, the first time doing it, but rolling out the pasta dough is, man, it's so much work.
It
And
seems like it.
as much as I did it, I gave up eventually. And it was straight, but it was like a thicker pasta. So it was cool, but fresh pasta already has like a toothsomeness to it.
Toothsomeness.
Where, if it's box pasta, you have a small margin before it's overcooked. So when it's overcooked, it just kind of turns to mush when you bite it. It just kind of disappears.
Okay.
Versus like something that has a little bit of give
a
back.
little al
Like-
dente.
Yeah. Oh, man. And that's what fresh pasta provides. So, I was sick of it, guys. And I watched the shows, and they have the pasta maker. So I said, let me look on the Amazon. And it was like 30-something bucks.
Cause why not?
Heavy duty metal. Looks great. You can make spaghetti or fettuccine, ravioli, lasagna, if you will, all of it.
And I figured, I was like, it's like a double whammy because you got to build something
Right.
and you get to cook stuff with it.
I feed my I told you this in the chat, I think. I feed my creative side now through food and lawn and pod. And I need more.
In what order?
It's definitely not.
Pod.
Yeah, I was gonna say pod's not at the top.
Now, food is one because that's every day. I cook them every day. And lawn gets a couple of treatments a week. Yeah.
And then pod.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't do 3 creative things a week. So
Yes, you do.
what's the other 2?
You have a job.
That's not creative.
Okay.
That's just work.
She has to do that.
Okay.
Because you would count yours, then you would have 4. It's not. It's 4 to 1 or 4 to 2. Yeah, 4 to 2 if you're counting that.
Remember when she?
Yeah, I do. There was that time when she.
That's right. I almost forgot about
almost
that.
forgot- yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that was really good that you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you add all of that up, then you got at least, you know what I'm saying? Shoot.
I mean, I lost count. I mean,
Yeah.
so anyways,
Yeah, right.
Not I lost count. That's funny.
how was your weekend?
I think it was
It was
good.
good, man. It was good. I actually, part of the reason I bought the pasta maker is I wanted to have it home for when the wife came back. She was in Puerto Rico for a few days.
Yay.
So she got back last night, and don't
Voila.
even worry, baby. Fresh pasta. Pan your head top.
Bong.
And she enjoyed it. And what else am I to do but to make sure my family's happy?
That's it.
You know?
That's literally all life's about.
Yeah. And while she was gone, me and John hit up
I saw
a
that.
Lucky Day concert yesterday.
was
Grammy Award winning at Lucky Day, 2 days ago rather. And it was good, man.
Yeah.
It was good. It was at the Coliseum or something like that in Boston. I forget the name.
That's awesome.
Or Royal. It was at Royal. But good show, good opening act. Guy's a beast, man. And it felt good to be outside listening to music loud, live band, and just being around black people too. Because sometimes with shows you never know, hip hop shows especially, you get a crowd. It's like okay, but I wasn't expecting that. But it was just loads of young, old, whatever black people for this dude. And during the show, he had said at least 3 times, "Thank you guys, you saved my life." And sometimes artists will say, "Yo, music," but for some reason, it hit me different because he just kept saying it. Like, after a few songs, he would just kind of say it right before getting into another song. And he's from New Orleans. He's not even super young. He's like 30-something. And really just getting his career going. But imagine if you don't get that deal or you do one thing less that led you back to some street stuff. And he was probably there, like almost giving up on the music and stuff. And now you got a Grammy. So I think he just...
awesome.
Yeah, I like that
Darren, you could have had a Grammy by now
I don't
if you
know.
would have
Stupid.
added roll to your shake and your rattle.
You all right, Jen?
I'm always right.
Why didn't I put that together sooner?
You could be his manager. That's your creative side.
And then he'd be right where he is now because I wouldn't help.
All right.
I
We
don't
both be forgetting stuff. Jen told me, hold on, I'm going to call you in 5 minutes.
Why you gotta bring up old
Don't
stuff?
move. I just remembered it now.
Yo,
Don't move.
I never got an update on this.
I said, all right, cool.
That was like 4 days ago.
I ended up calling him.
Okay.
Yeah, she did. It
took a-
a day.
a while.
Oh my God.
And then she came back very honest. I forgot. I said, but Jen. Whatever, man. It's good.
my
It's all
God.
good.
It was the whole next day. Darren was like, "So you gonna call?" I was like, "Oh snap!"
And she said it was so much urgency in
She
the group
did.
chat.
I was ready. I was like, okay.
Because it was urgent. I had called Bim first, which makes it even worse.
Yeah.
I had spoken to Bim.
And then said, Darren, I got to.
I wasn't even gonna call you at all. I wasn't gonna call you, even though what I called Bim for was something that involved the three of us.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna call you.
She's ridiculous.
That's fine.
I just needed to get it off my chest to one of you.
Uh-huh.
And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna tell Bim. And then once I had told him, I was satisfied.
I had no more urgency to get it out.
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah.
And then
Oh my
Darren, like an
God.
hour later, was like, "You gonna call Darren?" I was like, "Yeah, that's a good idea."
I guess.
Yeah.
Darren, and she hit me excitedness. Oh, I have a great idea. I'm gonna call you. Give me like 5 minutes. All right, cool.
Then the task became too daunting.
This
This is too
I
much.
gotta pick up my phone.
Because you know what? That was Sunday, right? Easter Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday?
It might have been Sunday.
Sunday, I think.
So, like, we had, whatever day it was, we had gone out and did things. And then we came back, and it was kind of starting to drizzle. It was dark out.
Mm-hmm.
So, we always have, like, canopy tents. So, we had got 2 new ones at the end of the season last year we haven't used.
Look at y'all.
So, he was like, should we bring the tent out and sit outside? I'm like, yeah, because it was kind of nice out. It was just drizzly. So, the one we brought out is kind of short. But it has, one side has the wall on it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, it's like a do-rag with the flap out.
Yes.
Yo, man. Good. Good, man.
So we put it together, and then we were sitting outside, and we were just enjoying the evening, and it was just nice out. So when I called you, I was outside,
You were, yes.
and we had the projector out there. We was watching TV outside. It was fun times. So then I'm like, I gotta go back to watching TV and stuff.
Hard time.
That was enough of a break in the action.
Yeah.
And I feel that, though.
It's all good.
And so the next day you're like, you gonna call? I was like, oh shoot, give me another 5
And you
minutes. And then I forgot again.
The thing was like, I was like, I don't really need the call. Like,
Right.
I don't.
But you said it was
I
important.
know.
No, I'm saying that's what you're thinking about me. Like,
I did, but then I was like, she could have voice noted it, or so. It's not that serious. Like, I'll get it one way or another. Like, I wasn't.
yeah, I was gonna tell
just
him
funny.
in that moment, and then I was gonna tell you today.
And that's perfectly fine. That's how friendship works.
Friends.
Listeners, you won't know what we were talking about. Sorry for all that. you won't know.
Like, what did she need to call him about?
Sorry.
Oh, wait, we're not gonna tell you. No.
Redacted. That is
All the black marks.
between us for now.
So Easter Sunday was this weekend.
Didn't even know. Didn't even know.
That was
What?
a lot of people felt that way. Like, it was just like I had to ask somebody. I was like, did you? He couldn't help himself. I gotta open a ginger.
In my head, I said, "Man, I haven't drinking it yet. Drunken it, drink it, whatever."
Oh man, Darren trying to sneak
God.
open it.
I was like, "Man, I haven't. It's sitting right here, and I haven't."
Oh, boy.
So yeah, I had to ask somebody. I'm like, do you do a lot for Easter? Because I feel like I'm not. She was like, no, not really. So yeah.
You know, sis was still in town. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to the
Yep.
Ain't Too Proud Play. They're in Boston now. Go check them out if you haven't didn't get a chance. So Sunday came around. I had to take her to District. Actually hosted the cast
Oh wow!
for free
That's
upstairs
nice.
and gave them the grub. Yeah,
Oh wow!
because the night before they had gone and a few of them were singing with a live band there, and they were going crazy. Oh wow! Yeah, so they let you come back
Amazing.
and we got you guys. So yeah, they really dug Providence. They had a good time in Providence.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so my sister wakes up. I'm taking her to District to meet with them, and I'm happy Easter, I guess. And she's like, that's it. Took her, went to church, watched basketball home. Nothing.
That Celtics Nets first game was.
Fam,
I didn't even see the second one, but I saw the score was still pretty close.
both the games.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I like those Celtic players, man. That was our Easter gift. If they do that, our Easter gifts, I think.
I don't know, but yeah.
Family man.
You tell us.
I don't know. I just
What did you do for the kiddos?
we did Easter eggs. We usually do an Easter egg hunt. This year we did it at their grandparents' house.
Oh, why not in the field?
The deer and the chickens were. Busy.
No, it just I don't know. I don't know why we decided to do it at the grandparents' house, but whatever. Well, it's funny. So the girls were going on a trip with their mother, so they said, "Okay, before we leave, we'll come visit you guys." And it's kind of I'm still getting used to Alexis being like independent in this way,
boy,
because they just kind of came, they drove up, and we were talking, and I had to run like an errand, so Bim, when you're like, I'm gonna run out, and this is my kind of like my alone time. So I had 2 errands to do, and I was like, that'll be my little alone time. Of course, the girls came, so I'm like, I'm gonna go to the store. I'll be right back. And Alexis is looking at me, and I'm like, do you want to come with me? She's like, yeah, sure. Cool. We ended up having a great conversation. Blah blah blah. And then I had to go get Lito. Shout out to Helena.
Hey.
Oh, we got to talk about that. We got to double back
We do,
to that
we do,
one.
yes.
Oh, my God.
And so I'm on my way to get Litos. I'm like, okay, guys, I'll be right back. Celeste's looking at me. I'm like, do you want to come with me? She's like, yeah, of course. I'm like, all right. Bravo alone time. So, which is fine. So we're talking, we're all talking about Easter and religion and how we all kind of just have a different view and idea of religion, and just how, growing up, it was a very singular view where if you're a Christian, this is the religion you follow, and you kind of have to follow it blindly or by faith or whatever. Just having a really good, the girls, Clarabelle, having a really good roundabout. And the consensus was, we are spiritual, or like, at least for myself, I am spiritual, Clarabelle spiritual, but there are some things in the religion realm where Clarabelle likes to follow, and it's just kind of like a tradition thing, where I don't really believe in it, but it's not any harm for me for us to follow it.
Yeah.
Then after that, we go and celebrate this pagan holiday. So,
That's a good time.
but otherwise, it was a good Easter. We actually went to the movies. Sorry, because it was ironic. We're saying that we had like a good 45-minute discussion about religion. And
Is
then
it a
was
pagan
like,
holiday?
I don't know what it is.
I don't think so.
No.
It's not at all. I'm like, it's like the furthest. I'm like, maybe I'm not understanding pagan or holiday, but or maybe I don't really know what Easter is, but I think
Oh, boy.
it's
The Easter Bunny. Okay.
okay. There's aspects of it.
So, so then like I just realized that we just had this rousing discussion, and now let's go celebrate a religious holiday that we have nothing to do for.
Well, you guys just celebrated the commercial side, unless you went to church.
No.
Yeah, see?
We were supposed to go to church.
So you did the American thing.
My-
You're American. You're not religious. You're American. That's what you are.
There you go. My father did call and he yelled at me in the morning. He was like, "Make sure you take the boys to church." I was like, "Yeah." We went to go see Sonic.
Tell me, come on.
It was good. Sonic 2. It was very good.
On par with the first?
Yes.
Really?
I almost want to say it was a smidge better.
Is it so?
It bringing Knuckles into it.
Yeah.
Spoilers for anybody. I'm pretty sure it's known that Knuckles was in it. And then Jim Carrey is
Masterful.
He's so funny. He still got it.
He's good.
Yeah. So it was a good storyline. If you're like a fan of Sonic, you're a fan of the video games, then you see the little like tie-ins they did to certain things, little callbacks. Even the big thing that happens at the end, you're like,
They ain't done yet.
No, not even like the big reveal, but like the huge villain part of it. Like, okay,
Dr. Robotnik.
He's a villain and he's there throughout the movie, but what he does,
I got you.
I don't want to ruin it, but what he
I think I got
does, you're like, aha, aha.
Yeah.
So,
because we didn't see that in the first one, if I'm thinking right.
right.
Okay.
You saw the elements they pulled, but this is a very big element that, like, I remember I was like, yo, I could never beat this thing.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Right. So when you see it, hey, if you want to go, let me know.
I'm gonna see if the wife would be interested in going to a matinee this weekend, and we'll go. Yeah.
That's what I want to tell you guys. The lead up to this was, you ever like have a fail? You like have an idea, like, oh, let me do this, and then you fail, and then the fail just gets worse and worse.
A few times a week.
So the wife had, like I had mentioned to you, she's on vacation this week with the boys, and she had plans to go to the Tuesday viewing of the movies. Said it was cheaper, but she didn't. She's like, I was just planning to take them on Tuesday. I didn't really know the reason behind it. So I'm like, hey, it's Sunday. I'm home. Like, we're just hanging out. It was like around 5-ish, and I was like, man, I don't want to go home and do nothing. So, you want to take the boys to the movies? And she was like, I guess, let's look it up. So I hit you up. It was too last minute. But we found a movies that was like 6:30. It's like 5:45. So it was like, okay, do you want to go to the one in Warwick or to the one in Attleboro? And she was like...
Oh, because you weren't at home already.
We weren't home. We were at
Okay.
Lita's house.
Gotcha.
So she was like, well, is there a difference? So I look up both of them. One is 6:30, one is 6:20. But we haven't been to the Warwick one yet. And so I'm like, well, this one, the Attleboro one is a little farther, but we got to leave right now, and it's more comfy. The Warwick one won't be too far out, and we can get there. So she's like, all right, well, let's go to the Attleboro one. I purchased a ticket, not realizing that I purchased it at the Attleboro one.
Okay.
So fail one.
Okay.
Because I'm like, we're going to go to Warwick, but I went to the website and I ordered it in Attleboro.
Okay, and you noticed it right away that you ordered
No.
it? Oh, boy.
No.
Oh.
So we get in the car. Come on, Lita, let's go. We drive. She looks at the email. We get there, she looks at the email and goes, you ordered it for the Attleboro one. And I'm like, damn. It's okay. Like, it's all right. It's all right. Just buy it here. I'll call them and cancel.
Right.
She's like, you buy it. Now, before we had even, like, while I was purchasing the ticket, she goes, make sure you get good seats because now you have to reserve a seat. It's not, I don't know if you know that.
I didn't.
You have to actually go and reserve a seat or whatever's available. You can't just waltz in and sit wherever you want.
Yeah.
So I purchased whatever seats at Attleboro. We go to Warwick. So I'm looking at the Warwick one. Of course, 10 minutes before the movie starts, the only seats available.
Right up front.
In the front. Literally. In the front.
Ouch.
My eyes were like, I can only focus on his nose. Nothing else.
Damn.
So, of course, I see that, and as I'm ordering the ticket, I'm like, man, like, failed too. And so I'm calling up the car company, the movie theaters, and like, hey, in Attleboro, ordered the ticket by accident, yada, yada. Okay, cool, we canceled it. I'll get back to your card. And Clara was looking at me. I'm like, you're not going to be happy about this. But the seats, only ones were available were up front. So she's like, whatever. We go sit down. She's looking at the screen. She looks at me with her big, beautiful green eyes. She goes, I hate you. I never apologized so much in my life. Sorry. And then the third fail was, I guess while I was figuring out the credit card thing, she kept asking me, do you want popcorn? Do you want popcorn? And I was like, leave me alone. Like, I'm on the phone. So she didn't give me popcorn, which was fine, right? But now she's sitting next to me with the popcorn, and I'm really sorry. Like, I understand if you want a divorce. I get it. I fully understand. Shout out to my baby.
God.
But the movie was good. From what I was seeing, it was,
The bottom half of the screen was great.
So that's why you want to go again.
I want to go again.
Did the boys enjoy it like that, though, from what they were saying?
They did. Carter enjoyed it. Kai, he's a little too young, so he couldn't get through a lot of the talking. But, the action parts, he was there for it.
Right. Oh,
It
man.
was really good.
So dope.
Yeah, go see it. Don't be like me.
Jen, did you watch the Sonic movie, the first one?
I wanted to, but I didn't.
Okay. Did you play Sonic video game?
Yeah.
I think everybody did. Everybody had to at a point in time.
You'd be surprised,
It was actually more. If you had Nintendo, you had Nintendo. If you had a Sega, you had a Sega.
Right. There was a divide.
Oh, man.
For a
I
little
was
bit.
on the Sega side.
Damn.
I
Hardcore.
remember burning like days in the basement, me and CJ playing Sonic.
Bro, the soundtrack, we would be humming the songs along.
And Idris Elba did a tremendous job at his voice.
Oh,
Great
man.
job. Phenomenal job.
Yeah. Nah, I'm in. Yeah, I'm going to try to get to the theater. So, you're a crazy person. You want to tell us about your weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until later when she has a story about her weekend.
But I remember, yeah.
You mentioned Litos.
Yes.
He mentioned Lethals, Bim.
He did.
Yes.
Can I call you Bim Carey for the rest of the pod?
Why?
Why?
Because it rhymes with Jim Carrey. Duh.
It does.
Duh. Duh, Darren. Did everyone here get their Litos?
Oh, man.
Yes.
So my sister yelled at me before getting to Rhode Island saying, hey, she didn't know about the food sale or the Lethos sale. She said, make sure I have Lethos
Wow.
when I get to Providence. Thank you. I said, hey, man, I don't know if she's... Ask if you can get Lethos. So luckily she had posted
I
the
saw
same
your
thing.
sister had commented on a thing, and I'm like, That's what made me think. Is she here? That
She
was the
was-
first thing I saw.
She was dead. She wasn't even in the state yet when she commented.
That's funny.
So I get it, and she wanted to get a bunch to share with the cast and crew, and they loved it, loved it, bodied it. But I stole 3 for myself: a buffalo, originator of course, and a steak and cheese. Where's my messages? I'm gonna talk to you guys about steak and cheese. For
The
a
steak
second.
and cheese, bro.
Yeah.
Your messages to Lena?
I sent the same to you guys.
Okay.
So
I don't remember.
I grab a steak and cheese, and I take a bite. Then I look at the Letho in confusion.
I did inside. I looked inside.
Right, to see what the hell is really going on. So I'm chewing and looking, and I say, "I fuck this." I put my phone down. I put the Letho down, sorry. Pick my phone up. Start texting Helena.
mid Letho.
Mid Letho. It was that serious. I didn't even take a second bite.
Man. I get it.
And I said this, and I quote, "Yo, this steak and cheese, I fight somebody for this shit."
Oh, yes. Now I remember.
So when I sent it to her, in the moment, because of how delicious it was, I meant it with so much conviction that I don't know if people understand that I'm being serious. So even though you guys didn't know I was having that experience, I said, yo, one day if they ever think about playing with my steak and cheese Letho, I don't want them to not know what's going on. So I sent it to you guys. So it was really a warning. So that shit, I don't know what she did.
And she has a chicken one like that.
It's very good.
It's really good.
It's I got my pan, and the first thing I did is put my whole face in this. Intoxicating. It's so good.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're not amping this because she's our
Nope.
friend. Because we don't even like our friends.
No.
Like,
No.
we don't like them at all. Okay? Like, this is a real honest. He's laughing because it's true.
So true.
Our friends suck. Like,
Yeah.
this is a small portion of our friends. Like, it doesn't get any better than this. Just imagine that, okay? So, no, we're not amping this because she's our friend.
Nope.
They're so delicious.
It's
So
so
good.
good.
She's going to be at Juneteenth. So, if anyone's going to Juneteenth.
Oh, wow. Oh,
What-
okay.
But
Yes.
what's the Juneteenth thing?
Juneteenth is at Roger Williams Park. They do the big,
Okay.
big festival, I guess it would be called. I don't know what you would call it. Celebration. So I believe it's Sunday, June 19th. And
be fun.
She's gonna be busy that day.
she's gonna be. So bring your cash apps or your cash.
Wow.
It's an early plug.
She's gonna go crazy that day.
Yeah, she's gonna be busy.
She don't even know because she doesn't think they're that good. Because
course
she
she
doesn't eat them, like
What?
because she makes them. She's been making them for
No,
years.
I get it. It's kind of like us and DJing, like how we used to think.
You're right.
You know, she's been making them forever. Like every time she'd have a get together at her house,
she
she'd
just
make
makes them,
them.
yeah.
You know, so
That's
she's like, I don't really eat them. So she doesn't. To her, it's not a big deal.
Okay. Hey, Lena, if you're listening, I know you're not. Just know that day. You said it's on a Sunday.
I believe so. Yeah.
I'm pulling up, and I'm getting like at least 20. So
It's true. It's
I just know.
You just
figure it
gotta
out.
bring a lot.
Yeah, bring a lot. Oh my.
Figure
God.
it out. It's you know, I don't want to say imposter syndrome, but it's kind of like my friends kind of have to big me up this way, so you almost don't believe it yourself,
Right.
right,
Right.
Or I mean, I know the mindset.
Yeah.
we spend,
like, oh, you're just saying that because
yeah,
you're
because
being
you
nice.
kind of have to be my friend and you have to be nice and big me up. But no, Lita, Lena.
Her name was Lena. Remember her?
Helena.
You met her back in '97.
I'm
Remember her
like, I
name?
have Lita in my head. We
I
just say
know.
Lita.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so good.
Um,
Get you some.
Yeah. So.
Can't wait.
Oh yeah, follow her on Instagram, Lena's Litos, if you're interested in seeing some pictures. And if she doesn't post a
I was
sale,
gonna say she got to post more though.
yeah,
She gotta let the people
if
know what's up.
If she doesn't, because right now she's still working, the school year's still going on, but in the summer she'll be doing more. So like if you have a graduation party or something, you know, you could do like a bigger order. Just DM her even if she doesn't post a sale. Yeah, Lena, I'm putting the pressure on you. You gotta sell these damn Litos because people love them. That's our feel good moment for the day.
You better know.
Word.
What are we talking about this week?
I really said we don't like our friends, and we meant that.
That's true.
It's so funny.
It's so true.
Rest in peace, K Slay.
Oh man.
DJ K Slay. I didn't know he was struggling with COVID for that long.
I knew he was struggling when he had it, but I didn't know it was still going on.
Yeah.
Because I had seen the ones where they were like, pray for him. He's in the hospital on the ventilator. He's not doing well. I had seen all that. And then you didn't hear anything. So I figured, okay, he probably got out and is improving.
For anyone who's listening who's not of the culture, the hip hop culture, K Slay, DJ, known for mixtape scene, Hot 97. His aliases, Mr. Smack Your Favorite DJ, The Drama King, legendary mixtapes. Ad-libs, so famous, the damn or the oh shit behind a diss record. So famous that like at a time we were downloading music on Napster and stuff, I didn't want the regular version of certain songs. I needed it with K Slay on it. Put on a bunch of artists, mixtapes, like I said. Just a lot, man. Legend to the game, yo. One of the DJs I look up to for like coming up. Like it was like him, Flex, Kid Capri, Jazzy, but like because they all together kind of encompass all the different things that I like. And he was just ignorant. I love that shit.
You like ignorance?
That's a surprise.
A dabble.
A dabble.
Yeah.
Just a dabble.
Not for me to be ignorant, but I need that.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were pretending. We were acting.
I hate you.
We were acting
I thought
surprised.
that was sincerity.
No,
you
no,
guys
no.
are
That
going
was-
for the Golden Globe? What's up? What's up?
The Oscars need to fill a couple seats next year, so
Right. Will's out of it
Smiths
for the
won't
next
be
10 years.
present.
Right.
Wait, Jada be there.
Oh.
She'll still go.
Oh,
should
man.
bring August.
Oh, man.
Stop.
All right,
That's
that was
too
too far.
That's
That was too far.
Hey, man.
That's too, Will
Oh,
Smith
man.
is gonna hear this podcast one day, and he's just gonna like
Oh,
have us
man.
like off. I don't know.
Oh, man.
I love the man deep down still.
I love him. I love Bel Air. I love everything.
I love Bel Air. I actually miss Bel Air. I wish it was still coming on.
That's what I said today.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, dang, there's no new episode of Bel Air this week.
I was really looking forward to that.
But
You'll
we
seeing
watching-
how more effed up cartoons you can get. Spoiler alert.
But we did watch a few episodes of regular Fresh Prince today, and it's funny now because for the people who say they don't like Bel Air because it's too far from the story, but in reality,
It's the story.
it's the same story.
It's the story.
It's really the same story.
Yeah.
So watching a couple of Fresh Prince episodes today, and it's like you really see more things that you wouldn't even have caught. Like there was one episode where their friend from when they were like activists came by. She
Oh
was,
yes,
wanted
I
by the
remember.
FBI.
Yes.
And how they had the names and so there was a point where Aunt Viv did something, and I was like, that kind of brings into that element of how they're rich, but Aunt Viv was always Aunt Viv from the streets. You know what I mean? And so it was cool.
Yeah, people. H had posted one time on Twitter, and the same thing pissed me off. The IMDb review of the show,
Isn't it like six? Yeah.
because it's on Peacock. Peacock's tied to IMDb, so it'll just show right there when you select the show. And at first, when it came out, it was like 8 point something, and then it just went down. But when you look at the comments, it's nothing like the original. Why they have to make it a drama? So it's people who didn't even get past episode 1 properly.
And who didn't read what it's supposed to be? You didn't watch any trailers. You didn't hear any.
Right. Somebody made mention of the language and like, so you really didn't know what you were getting into. Sorry.
Speaking of Peacock, did you watch the pilot of the Craig Robinson show on there?
I did.
Oh, I
and
meant to.
I don't know why you watched it.
I don't know why you watched it.
No, I didn't watch the pilot episode. I'm sorry. I watched the preview for the show.
I watched.
And I stopped there.
I didn't see the preview. I watched the show.
You just dove right in without knowing what it was?
Yeah, I was like Craig Robinson. I love him. He's hilarious.
You're crazy.
Isn't his character on Brooklyn 99? What's
No.
his name?
Craig Robinson.
No, on the show.
I don't know.
You didn't. You only watched it.
I don't know. The show was so weird. It was so weird.
I
Darren.
doubt it's tied to Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Well, because I saw something that it was his character on Brooklyn 99.
He
It
wasn't on
kind of-
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I
He
think
was.
Was he?
Yeah.
He was on The Office.
I didn't watch the show.
No, he was on the office, but he was on Brooklyn. He wasn't a huge character, but they
I hated.
they
Brooklyn
tied in. I know you did. They tied in his character. He had a couple episodes. I feel like his name was Judy. I can't remember, but I saw something that said it's a perfect continuation of his character from Brooklyn 99,
Oh.
which made me want to watch it, but I just didn't get around
What
to
was
it.
that character like in that show?
He was like a burglar that was kind of like a bumbling burglar, if you will, but he was super smart.
From what I saw from the commercial, it didn't.
No.
It seemed a little different than that.
No, it's not that. On
Yeah.
the show, his name is Craig because his brother calls him Craigery, and I said Craigery's hilarious.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Darren, this show is bizarre.
It's so
yeah?
weird.
Just from the thing, I was like, well, I'm not watching this.
I can't wait.
So weird. And when it got to the end, like I feel like I was like in trouble because he's just looking at the side of my head, just staring a hole through me, and I'm like, I can't turn and look at him. I just made him watch this weird shit. I can't look at him.
Yeah. You don't do the previews first to see what the show is?
It was Craig Robinson.
And so?
I was just like,
nah, yo, don't trust nothing.
I was like, oh, comedy, Craig Robinson. I love him.
I mean, I
He's
get
hilarious.
it. Oh, perfect.
Never.
But you see, I don't ever bring her into my crap. Like if I'm gonna watch a show that I know I like, I'll either like warn her like you probably won't like this.
Yeah, but we never seen it. So
but you like Craig? Does he like Craig? He likes.
yeah,
Craig.
he likes Craig.
Okay.
So it's not like it's not
That's
like
what
I had like a.
previews are for, man.
It's not like I had an extra like, oh, I know what this is about. Hey, let's watch this. No, like it came on the screen and I was like, sure, why not? I think it might have been like after the last episode of Bel Air aired, and it was like the next thing started playing, and it was just kind of like, okay.
Here we go.
And then each time it got weirder and weirder, and we're just like, okay, this is gonna get better, right?
Is it like a sketch comedy show?
No, I mean I can tell you what it's about because I know you're not gonna watch it.
No, I'm gonna watch it.
Are you?
I want him to be surprised.
Yeah, don't talk about it.
Yeah, not a word. Not a word. I want him.
Not a weird.
I want him to experience this with all the shock and what the hell?
All right,
Yeah.
well, I'll watch it and let you guys know. I'll try to record myself watching.
I was gonna say, I
There you
wish
go.
we had an extra half an hour after this, but we could just put it on real quick. But
Yeah. Now, halfway through the ad, because like the first few minutes or the first 30 seconds or whatever of the ad, I was like, okay, it seems straight. I'll watch it. Then as it was going, I was like, huh? And then I was like, no, I'm not. Why would I? No, I'm watching this. I love the guy. No, what am I doing? What's he doing?
No.
What is this?
every time it got weird, it got weirder.
Yeah.
Have you even seen those videos on social media lately where it's like never let them know your next move?
Yeah.
It was like that.
Oh man.
It was like that. I'm like,
All right. Matter of fact, if we can end in a decent enough time, I might watch it tonight.
oh, that'd
He'll
be
probably
great.
love the show.
I probably will.
Yo,
Because I'm
twisted
that type
fuck.
of.
It's so weird.
That type of
Like I feel
weirdness.
like I'm not gonna lie to you. If there's an episode 2, I might watch it. I
You better
might.
watch it alone.
Yeah, I probably do it at work. or
Man, you
something.
guys don't give. I'm so worried that she's gonna hate.
I didn't
and
know.
then ridicule me like for life because I always like get on her like. You can't just choose one good movie, and I'll look at her like all meanly like. No, I can't.
So you can't give her that power.
Yeah.
But what's your
exactly.
track record, though? Is your track record good with selection?
I think I've made. I'm like, we'll say every 1 out of 3 is a bad movie.
That's not
That's still
bad.
not good.
That's not.
Well, yeah, actually,
That's
not
not great. Okay, wait, hold on.
Don't change it now.
Because no. You know what? Because I'm like,
It's
I don't
like,
choose
it's not,
a lot.
It's not bad, but it's not great enough
Yeah.
for you to be ridiculing her.
I don't. But hers is like
Nope.
1 out of 1 is all bad. Like it's always bad when
Bring
she.
your tone down.
No. She knows this is a very sensitive topic for me.
I know.
Because hey, you
just
want to
trying to
watch
help you
something?
out, brother.
The thing is, she
boy.
like chooses like a crazy terrorist. She just be like, play. Like, you,
Didn't watch the preview. Nothing.
what's his movie called? I don't know.
You-
Play.
I
This
don't
you?
know.
You do
That's what I
that?
just
The wife
did.
does that too. I don't know what that is.
How?
They don't really pay
How?
attention to the
They
movie all the way.
don't.
They just put it on to have something on. They're gonna talk to you the whole time.
She scroll.
Yeah.
Play. Me, I'm like scroll, read. That looks interesting.
Do I know who that is? Let me see if this is the person
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
I
year did
remember
this come out?
All of it.
1989.
All
Her
of it.
play.
Nah, fam.
I ain't got time for all that.
Nah.
Netflix video. You want to watch the next show? It's kind of like this one. Sure. Play. I'm
No.
like,
Oh, so that's who that's for. I always wonder who actually does that. You know? It's like, get out of here. Don't tell me what to watch. Move.
That move.
Move, my friend. You know, they, I didn't read it all the way, but they're going to start doing advertisements on Netflix.
But why? You're paying
Like
$74
Hulu?
a month already.
And that's the beef. Just like Hulu. So I actually mentioned it because Disney Plus is kicking everybody's backside. Nobody's beating them. Peacock has ads. Or ad tier. Hulu has an ad tier. Paramount has an ad tier. Netflix. And their content, since they're losing all the shows, the original content's going back to the creators.
oh yeah, I saw that they're losing a lot of members now too.
Who is?
Netflix.
Oh.
So now, since they're shelling so much money into original content, because that's all you have, you can't take NBC stuff because they're just going to use their own thing. They don't know what to do. So I actually said probably to the wife, the only way they can be competitive is if they offer a free tier with mad ads.
That would make sense.
So at least the whoever the advertisers, they're getting all those eyes on that. So you could just charge the hell out
Yeah,
of them.
that makes sense.
Leave your paying customers
No
where they
ads.
are.
Yeah.
They're adding ads, and it's going to be a paid tier, and you're probably going to have to pay more for no ads.
Ugh.
and your content isn't as good as
It's
it
not up to par.
used
yeah.
to be. Good luck. The stock, it got as high as almost like $600 a share. I think it's down to like 3 something now.
Yikes.
And tanking.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The back end of stuff, man, be interesting, because it was only a year ago when everybody was on Netflix watching everything they could on there. But now,
Everybody's seen everything.
and that's the problem. Their model with dropping everything, although Darren loves it, and folks like Darren, it doesn't help the platform. Because when I'm done binging this in 24 hours, all right, if you don't got something else I rock with, I'm just going to go to my other streaming service.
Yep.
There's nothing no return customer situation, except for me. Folks who just jump to the next thing in the suggestions. There's even a shuffle play for shows and movies that they added.
Crazy thing to do.
I said, what?
What is this?
It's not an album. Like, what you...
I don't think it doesn't shuffle episodes within one show, does it?
No, but it'll shuffle.
It'll put like a
from your
random
likeness.
movie on based on your algorithm.
Not Spotify.
Man, get that out of here. Yeah, it's like a song. I can listen to a 3-minute song, check out a new artist. But if a 2-hour movie comes on based on my algorithm, you think I'm just going to sit? Because you told
Some
me
people
to?
might. Some people.
Because it might be something that you like. You're like, you know what, Netflix, you right. I do like this movie.
I do like.
You
murder
would have
mystery.
to know that after you watch the movie.
What if it's a movie you've seen before, but you just like,
Or maybe it's in the same genre. I can see it working. I can see it not.
I can see it working,
So which
and I can see it not.
app or streaming service or whatever with algorithms works really well that you guys use?
None, but that doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter. And again, they're smarter than me, and they got clearly more money than me. But from the consumer perspective, the things that you're adding that would entice, that you think is enticing people, it's not really doing anything. If your shows aren't getting better, why are you going to give me options of how to watch more of the bad content easier? Instead of just fine-tuning my algorithm so that something I really would rock with is just right there front and center. Instead of the top 10 in the country where it's really just new stuff that people watch first.
Like even I was Facebook, because anytime I post something, I'll ask Darling like, "Oh, did you see that thing I posted?" And he'll be like, "Yo, I never see your post on my thing." And it's weird because it's not like we just became Facebook friends. We've been Facebook friends for years. We've, I mean, we didn't talk that much back in the day, but like. I get it. We talk enough, and it's like for it to never come up on your thing.
That is strange.
Yeah.
He got you blocked, huh?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. He actually said it to me. He was like, "Did you block? Did you delete me?" I'm like, "No, fool, it's right there, the post." But yeah.
Does he be on there? He don't be on there like that.
He don't be on there like that. But if he posts something and I open my thing, it'll be right there.
That just means you don't got a lot of friends.
I don't. I got YouTube.
And this guy don't be on.
I hate that app.
And then when Darren's on, I'm causing trouble. So
No, not quote unquote. Take out the quotes.
Why she did that?
She made it sound like to the mass media, I'm causing trouble. No. You
China. Wait, what? What?
collusion.
Trouble.
it's a collusion. Russia. We're saying all the great words. Huh?
So, if you're wondering what we're referring to, dear friend
Which
Jen.
instance? Oh, sorry.
Dear friend Jen, man. Jen struck a nerve.
I wasn't even thinking of that one.
I was.
She was panicked. She was like, "Oh no, what's
Jen,
about to say?"
Jen struck a nerve. She
Oh, Darren went there.
Oh man! So
shit.
it
I
wasn't
didn't mean
even-
to.
Oh, my God.
Jen in her innocence. I didn't say in her innocence. Like it was Jen being Jen. Like she was like, "Hey, this is an interesting thing. I don't even know. I'd never even spoken to Jen on why she shared this, but she shared a list that was like, hey, the title says how to calm your husband's mind.
And you're right. Your train of thought. I was just like, oh, this is interesting.
Sure, why not?
Why not?
'Cause I thought it was interesting. Maybe somebody else will.
I read the whole thing. I don't often read the whole thing
Oh, you
on
read the
something.
You read the
Thing.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, I read the whole
I'm
thing.
impressed. There's a lot of reading in this. It's 15 good paragraphs.
I read the whole thing. I said, if I made it to the end, I'm gonna hit share. That's like my rule of thumb. If I made it to the end,
Got it.
I'm gonna hit share.
And I'm still interested. Now, bless you, because I feel like people need that. So Jen shared it, and of course, I don't know what I was doing, but it was like 5 hours ago. Jen shared this, and I just saw like the title, and I saw like a couple things, and I was like, comments. Go right to the comments. I need to, before I can read the rest of this, I need to know what John thinks about Jen's post. What John thinks. So I don't even have the post up, but it was like annoyance in the like. Jen
Oh, you
struck
don't
a
want to
nerve.
get into some of the comments?
Well, I could.
Well, actually, do we want to say some of the stuff that's on the post? Sorry, I may have thrown
Yeah.
off your vibe.
Yes. So let's go to the post.
All right, I'm at the post.
All right. So Jen, I'm not even gonna read each because
I read the whole thing this morning. I can read it.
Go ahead, Jen.
All of it.
Yeah,
That's
it's not.
mad
It's
words,
not as
yo.
long as it looks.
I would say
This is
read
long, huh?
read the title and give a quick.
Okay.
Like while I pull
Well,
up your.
the paragraphs are quick, but go ahead. All right.
I'll pull up your problematic post.
So it's not problematic. It was just interesting.
It was very.
It said how
problematic
to
the
calm
world.
your husband's mind. Make love to him. Sex has a way of relaxing a man. You'll change his mood when you make love to him, especially if you are the one who seduces him and initiates it. Don't,
Just give us the bullets though for the rest.
All
You
right.
gotta read these first.
All
Yeah, 'cause
right.
I want to get to the salacious.
don't make the home a war zone.
Don't.
Ask him how he is.
How dare you?
And the
Sorry,
thing
go
is,
ahead.
it's funny because when I read this morning, I'm like, let me know if you find the part that seems offensive.
Offensive, right? All of it. Go.
Organize his life. A lot of men can be disorganized, blah, 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 when they have a lot on their mind. The chaos can lead to more stress. So help him declutter. Fine. Don't attack his man cave. Pray for him. Help him out financially. A lot of men go through stress due to finances, blah, blah, blah. Affirm him. Let him know you're proud of him, basically. Stay faithful to him. Be easy to talk to. Smile. Kiss him. Massage him. Make new memories with him. And at the bottom it says, and after she does all these, my guys, give her love, give her plenty of money as your hand reach. Take her on beautiful vacations. Be romantic and respectful, attentive and considerate to her. Any woman who gives you peace deserves more than all that's listed here.
So it's something for both parties.
If you read the whole thing.
If you read, I'm my bad. Go ahead, Derek, because I was about to. Ooh.
No, I wanted to discuss this solely to
Jen.
piss you off.
Why you got?
Sorry.
See, I didn't know he was bringing it up. Maybe it was a surprise to us, both of us. You see
I
my
asked
face.
you. I said, "Can we talk
No,
about
you
this
did,
tomorrow?"
but I didn't know that was the alley you were going
Oh,
with.
man.
He lobbed that from mid-court.
It's okay, right?
Dunk it.
Shoot the J.
Oh my god.
Shoot it. So I look at the comments
my
and I'm
God.
like, okay, first one wasn't that bad. Where's the woman's version of this thing?
We got 31 comments.
Oh,
What? It kept going?
31 comments, but like 5 people liked it.
Oh dear.
Right? So I'm like, okay.
Wow, they can't even give it a like,
Right.
brother.
So
We are doomed. We are doomed, fellas. We're doomed. Oh God, help us.
someone else said, "Get the heck out of here. Organize your damn self. Can barely manage myself." Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha.
Oh.
Ha ha. These are funny. These are supposed to be funny, but then it took a darker tone. What am I, his mother and his personal assistant? So somebody who knows Jen says, "You post for the drama, huh?" Somebody who knows Jen post for the drama.
And I said no. It was like, this is fun.
It's a nice.
It's a nice post.
Oh,
if there was a post
man.
of ways, fellas, you can make your girl happy, buy her flowers. Da, da, da.
1,000 likes.
Oh, this is so sweet.
1,000 likes. More men need to read this. Hey, let me go and make a comment like that. At my back, keep going, Darren.
No, you're good. I was surprised that you're I don't want to say it. So, someone else put a picture of a black woman looking very unimpressed and said, "No, husbands are supposed to do it, not wives." Okay, so it's social media, so this could be taken as a joke.
I
As
can't
serious.
wait till our next live show. I'm going crazy. Wow. Oh.
Someone who kind of read into it says, "Think it plays into the what's wrong with women narrative." She kind of,
Huh?
and then somebody else put another.
But she also said that she does these things for her man. So she's just not gonna down how somebody else shows their man love. And I said, yeah.
Right.
So and then,
I wasn't saying this is a how-to guide. You do what you want.
so
And they don't want to do nothing, Jen. Sorry.
Whoa, it's fine.
Whoa, he said they?
It's fine because so I was like, okay, so my train of thought is like, what's problematic about this again? So I go
Right, Darren,
look,
right.
and it says how to calm your husband's mind. I was like, okay, all right.
Now you don't see why that could be offensive, Darren?
He is supposed to be stressed out, husband.
I guess because
Why do you need to be calm?
Bim.
Why do you need to be calm?
Bim.
Why?
What
mean,
bitch?
I
What bitch you gotta be calm for?
I married you.
What?
I married
What?
you, so therefore I should be calm just by marrying you.
Oh, so I get you riled up, huh?
I guess so.
Huh?
I must.
Oh, whoa, if
'Cause
I'm the
you-
problem,
'cause
clearly
you
I
wanna-
can't calm you down. Huh? Clearly, if I'm the problem, I can't calm you down.
I hate when you use your hands, Bim. I hate when you use your hands.
So I'm like, okay. So I kind of like skimmed through the list again, and I'm like, does it say, okay, all right, cool. And I was like, aren't these things like this pretty
standard.
pretty standard? Like not even like if you're a good wife, these are all the things you're gonna do.
Right.
If you're in a relationship,
You just want the person to be at ease.
Someone carefully crafted that to the extent to where they were probably done with the list and said, no, I have to round it up with guys doing something for the women as to not offend the women potentially. And guess what?
I still offended them. Now, do you think whoever wrote this list was a man or woman?
That's a good
That's
question.
a great
I was
question.
thinking the same. Is there an origin post?
I think it had two names, so it might be a man and a woman.
So I actually followed, because after I saw this, I followed
the
the group, and they have a good amount of lists and posts of this nature.
It's got two names, but I can't tell if they're male or female, so I don't know if it's like a couple or if it's just two people.
Oof. Oh yeah, Bim. Look at the bottom.
Like Bim don't know them people. He don't
No,
know.
I know, but I wanted to. Can you make sense of those names?
Not make sense of.
That's not my dialect, so
Okay, I'm gonna Google them.
yeah.
So Darren just turned mad racist. Hey, African, can you
Right?
read these
No,
names?
no. I just wanted you to see.
I think I see in there or something. Like, damn, Darren, this ain't the 90s, brother.
Wow.
Chill out, man.
Wow.
He's like AK and an O. That gotta be Nigerian.
I don't like
bro.
you guys. So I'm like, okay. So of course we talk about it. Jen, man, you really struck a nerve this time. And so I look at the list, I kind of read it over, and I'm like, okay, like it's not. All these things. I'm like, I don't even like all these things. Like massage him, you could go do away with that. Kiss him, I don't care if you smile. Be easy to talk to, that's fine. Stay faithful. Like, why is that a problematic thing? So I'm like, of all the things that is problematic in this, I could see maybe to a woman, which is probably problematic in me saying that, is the
Organizing.
The organizing.
Yeah, that's when I was like, maybe I'll get tripped up a little bit there, but.
Darren, you know why the whole thing is offensive?
Because you're telling a woman what to do.
Why are you telling me what to do? Why are you telling me what to do? How dare you?
How
dare you
dare
tell me
you?
to make my man happy? Stupid.
How dare you?
How dare you?
And this is, I'm
I
not
didn't
even
ask
saying
for
like generally covered her eyes.
Even when I posted it, I didn't ask for none of this. I just wanted a nice post.
The internet's not the place for that.
This is my karma for all.
Internet's not the
Guys!
place for that. Uh-oh.
I have Googled their names and I have found them.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
boy.
Oh, boy.
I have found them.
Let's go.
They're white
Oh
couple.
dear.
I'm gonna go black man, white woman.
Is that really them? Is this really them?
Darren's gonna hit us some
Darren,
fake
you
news.
better.
I really hope.
Because
Okay,
the suspense is up.
Because Darren be hitting us with fake news all
I
day.
know. That's what I'm like.
Did
is
you
this-
hear they was living in a hot air balloon over there in Mars? What? They brought Elmo and Snuffy with them? Huh?
I saw it on Reddit.
Then he reads like two more lines. Oh,
Oh.
somebody made
I
this up.
know, but like the first image. Okay, maybe this is them. Is this them?
Oh, Darren.
Boy.
Anywho.
Okay, so the first image I saw, I'm gonna show you, take you down my train of thought. That was the first image I saw,
Okay.
right? And in this image,
Oh, wow.
it is a white male and a black female. And then I look further into the images, and I think this is them.
Two completely different people.
Yes.
So Darren just picking up pictures of.
That matches names. Yeah, there you go.
So it is a black couple, and I'll stop there because I'm gonna get myself in trouble.
So
describing
even
it.
if the message came from a computer generated whatever and just posted online automatically,
What's the problem?
and maybe this lends to what I was saying the other week about people going to social media to complain or for drama, because if that's a Real Housewives clip that you put up or something else or whatever, people laugh and people
this is
whatever.
them.
But because it's something constructive that takes some work and takes a little bit of, hey, you got to figure out which one of these apply to your situation. People didn't even get. You want me to do what? Hey, baby, this list said I should make you happy. I'm going to let her know what I think. Is she crazy?
Can you believe that?
She want to make you happy.
You want me to smile?
What is
You want me to
this?
smile?
What am I, one of them bitches?
You want me to kiss you?
What? You go make me dinner. I know you just got home from
And
work.
so-
you go
God,
do
you
it.
guys,
Of
you guys.
course, me.
That's why we don't say nothing.
I have to, I have to go all the way.
Oh boy.
I share.
You
with
don't
the-
have to.
I do because what else is there to do? in
You
life?
just like problems.
I-
Always.
You could be like me. Cook. Just cook.
No.
It's quiet. You know.
Play with the wood things.
Hey,
Then
Yeah,
what you
we're
doing with?
working.
Now it's starting to get nice out. So yeah.
That's problems.
So I share with the wife, and I'm like, give me your thoughts, right? And of course she's.
You want to just call her down?
I do, but I don't know that she'll come and yell at me. But we had like a pretty decent like back and forth about it.
All right, I'm
And-
gonna talk about something else and give you 20 seconds so you can text her
Okay.
and let her know what's happening.
Are you sure you want? Because if she got the kids up there, she may not be able to
No,
come down
leave
right
those
away.
there.
Yeah, she's
Grandma's
good.
up there.
Yeah.
You really want this, huh, Jen?
Because I don't want him to even speak for her.
You're right.
Because
She's-
why
she's
would a
here.
man speak for a woman?
No, because she's here.
Well,
Don't be
she's
dumb.
Tending the children's.
No, there's not just her up there.
And she's studying.
Oh, she is studying.
Yeah, see?
I mean, if she says no, she says no, Ben.
Well, let's see.
Jen, you got to defend.
No. So I
I
text her
can't.
and let's see. Yeah,
I put it up because I agreed with it. How am I gonna? I didn't put it up because I disagreed with it, Ben. What are you talking about? I said, yeah, I do that. That's fine.
Ah. Oh, boy. And you know, we do put you in the unfair position of having to explain off some things that may not make the most sense. And we're sorry
I'm
for
not gonna
that.
say it don't make sense. I'm just gonna say it's not me.
So help me make sense of it then.
Okay,
Please.
make sense of what?
The comments.
Okay.
It's a tough one.
It's tough because every time I saw a new comment, like a new notification, I'm like, all right. And then I would look and I kept saying to myself, I just thought this was nice. Like, I feel like I had to secretly go explain myself. And I'm like, I'm just going to not comment.
I figured it out.
Yeah,
Jen's the
people
problem.
Jen's the problem. Why is Jen the problem?
Oh, please don't make me the problem.
Think of who the vessel, who delivered it.
And the guys in the comments also the same thing. Thank you, somebody, for like,
Being on our side.
But because Jen jokes around, I think some of the women kind of took it as
Yeah.
like tongue in cheek, like yeah, she's posting this, but
She
I'm gonna
always-
joke around in the comment because this is Miss Jen. I don't know how
Yeah.
serious you been.
Yeah, I
It
definitely
could-
did the
yeah.
laugh reaction to all their comments.
Yeah.
And if anyone's being serious, that might backfire. But
Yeah.
I found it to be like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I think because it came from Jen. I think some of the
All
women
right,
who
when
may
you guys
have,
repost it and see what happens.
no,
I will.
no,
Let's go, Darren.
because I will talk back. and I'm
But you should. What?
Darren.
What?
Darren.
What?
Have you met him?
Yes.
Please don't.
I've known him for a good amount of time.
Yeah,
You want me
which
to
is
talk
why.
back?
Yes.
No.
There's a reason why.
I know you want me to. I know you want
Matter of
me
fact,
to.
we're gonna tag him and post it on the page.
Nah.
For faction for no, because Darren don't like you. We already
He doesn't.
established
He
this.
doesn't.
I love you, dude. I just like mess more.
I just love
I
this.
love being a good mess.
Nah, because when Jenna told us about that, or you mentioned it, yeah, you mentioned in the group chat that her post was going off. I hadn't seen it, so I look and I was so tempted.
I don't know why you didn't.
No,
Darren.
because I won't stop.
Because he's Bim.
Again,
won't stop.
Don't stop.
No,
Do you
Don't
get
stop.
enough?
Ah, it was coming out. Oh, Jen, you beat me. So
can't do it.
as an update, I've put out the invite. She hasn't responded.
Okay.
So she might pop down. She might not.
Okay, that's fine.
So you this like a real update,
Right? I thought somebody else commented. I'm like, still? All right, so you can continue where you were left off and tell us what she was saying. I'm sorry.
So she was just like, I forgot. Oh yeah, she might come down. Yeah, so I won't say anything. I will say for myself. She's very skeptical. She's like, about what?
You didn't tell her, Taryn.
Huh?
Taryn, that's what you
Yeah,
text her
yeah.
to tell
She
her.
knows what it's about because I said, "Can you come down and talk to us about it?" When we were
Okay.
talking about it earlier,
Okay.
I was like, "This is like to me, I just don't understand why this is such a bad list. Like again, a list can come out of all the things that men got to do to make women happy, and like I'm an idiot, so I'll read the list and I'll roll my eyes, and this is not all that serious, and I'll sit and thinking about it. I'm like, do I do those things? I kind of reflect. Do I need to do those things? Do I think she needs those things? Should I be doing these things? And then maybe I'll ask you, or maybe I'll say, I really should be doing those things because she deserves it, or I can see the benefit in it, yada, yada, yada. But this
Oh, you mean you wouldn't just jump in the post without reading the whole thing and say hell no?
I mean,
you would like actually think about it?
I made to be funny. Like I made just to stir up trouble. But of course, I'm gonna. It's just like how you say you can't disagree with 100% of what somebody's saying.
Right.
The list. But it's kind of just like like if this could potentially help my relationship, why wouldn't I at least heed it?
At least.
At the very least.
Why would there... I don't understand why there would be... Again, I'm hoping they're all joking.
I hope so, too.
But, again, I hate the double standard conversation because I'm cool with double standards. Like, I'm cool with doing things for my wife or for women or an older woman if she wants... there's no seats, I'm standing. I'm going to do all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. But things that can be beneficial to how men are viewed, like a post like that, isn't met well. So then, unfortunately, a bunch of dudes just go back and say, see, that's why we don't say nothing. There's a dude who saw that, didn't comment, didn't do anything, but saw the reaction. He was like, man, see, that's why we don't do nothing. And it just kept going. And it just reaffirmed that thing. So, hey, man, whatever. And then I just do the same thing. I just say, oh well, just what it is. Well, I'll just keep crying inside.
And that was one of the things on the list. It was like
ask him how he is.
Yeah, ask him how he is, because a lot of times you want your man to ask you how you're doing. We've talked about this before. And when guys don't get asked how they're doing, they hold a lot of stuff inside, and that's how they become depressed.
Darren, you spitting at Darren.
No, not even that, because I can almost hear the. Well, why I gotta ask him? Why can't he just tell me? He should be able to just talk to me, and and then I try not to think of it in that way. And I'm like, well, that's a certain type of woman that's having that idea, and I know.
Yeah, and it's not all
to say. Yeah. Like without this list, I think if you just genuinely want to be a good partner, why wouldn't I ask you how you doing?
Yeah.
Unless you said to me like, I hate when you ask me that shit. Don't ask me that shit anymore.
But when some people ask, they just ask as like a motion, like
how's it going?
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Or they'll, as you're talking about your stuff, they'll just jump in and start talking about them and make the conversation about them. You ain't really get all your stuff out. But I don't know, it stinks, man. And hey, it could be jokey. Hey, it's fine. I heard on the Breakfast Club there was a situation with Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian while they were together, where there's a police report.
Oh.
Filed.
I was seeing the headlines. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Now, peep this, Darren. Double standard situation. Because if it was flipped, you would have heard about this.
I would have.
While they were together, she choked him with an iPhone cord and pulled a gun on him. Yeah. And there was probably more. I think she said he choked her another time too. But yeah, and she filed reports. So it came up again when she was in court. It may have been about custody or something like that.
I don't do any Kardashian following.
Right, but imagine, Darren, white male, does XYZ to black woman. Can you imagine all the posts?
It wouldn't end.
Think pieces, even though it's Blac Chyna, who people may have talked junk about, they would defend her.
Yeah.
Because why is this happening? Wrong is wrong to me. So the flip thing happens. Not a word. If it went on the Breakfast Club, I want to know. That happened. So it's I don't know, man.
But didn't she say, yeah, I did those things, but I was just playing with him?
She said I was playing. I'm sorry, Your Honor, I was playing.
Yeah, I did all that, but you knew I wasn't serious.
Yo.
That reminds me of that sketch on Mad TV. I don't know if you remember it, where the lady drives and is like trying to run somebody off the road, and so they call the police. And the police comes, and the guy's like, she's crazy. She tried to run me off the road because I took a parking spot. And the police is like, okay, sir, calm down. And he goes to the woman, ma'am, did you try to run her off the road? And he's like, yes, I did. Yes, I did try to run him off the road. He took my parking spot. And then it just gets progressively worse and worse and worse. So.
My God. I don't know, man. Fellas, stay strong.
Wow.
Whatever. It is what it is, man. Be good out here. God got us.
Also, in that same list, I mean, I will speak up.
Jen, you alright, beloved?
Yo, full of gas. she don't even
Sometimes I get this bubble right here. I gotta get that out.
I will speak up and say, again, as somebody said in the comments, the title should be if you want to or help your partner calm their mind, something like that.
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. They got you.
Darren, does it sound familiar? It's how you said it. Somebody just it's how you said it to the article, to the list.
I can't go with that because as much as we've made a lot of strides to disprove what I'm about to say, I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
Men and women are not the same.
Of course they're not. There are people who are fighting it.
They're not the same. And so the things that men value is the stuff that we don't even know about because we ain't thinking like that, and vice versa. Which is why something as simple as doing the nasty, right? Everything in the world everything in the world is framed. Well, I should say everything in the world. A lot of things that we've seen in the world is framed as men chase women for sex.
Right.
And so therefore, now we have ingrained in our mind, if I give a man sex, I'm giving him something. He's receiving something, I'm giving something. You get what I'm saying? I'm doing work, whereas he's enjoying a present. And so then when you get into that mindset, now you're with a man and now you're like, oh, did you cut the grass? All right, I guess you can get some. And you shouldn't do it like that because now it's like you're talking to him like he's like a pet and you're giving him a treat.
Right.
Sex should be something that both partners enjoy and both people can initiate. You know, the woman doesn't have to just sit there and wait for the man to start it and vice versa. The man doesn't have to wait till the girl starts it. Anybody can start it, whatever. So, but because we've had this message told to us our whole lives that the pussy is the prize and this and that, which it is, but some of us we just hear it a certain different way. So like even for me in this relationship, like I had to realize like because women don't see it the same way, we don't see it as like a need. So if we don't do it for a long time, it's not that we don't care, we don't want to. It's just it doesn't matter to us because to us that's us doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Whereas men need that. It's part of what you guys need to feel what you feel when you're in a relationship, and we don't get that because we're not the same. I could literally go a whole bunch of time and not take that personal that he doesn't want to do it because he'll do other things that'll make up for it. And I'm like, oh, I'm full. You get what I'm saying? And so we don't even realize that that's a big deal to you guys unless we've had a conversation where somebody's like, yo, that's kind of important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're not the same. So you can't title the list things to keep your partner's mind at ease because half of that stuff on that list I might be like, I guess.
Right. Right. And I like you said that. I like that you said that because everything doesn't need to be PC. Everything doesn't need to be gender neutral. There are things, me and the wife talk about it all the time. There's a certain way that she communicates that I see she communicates with her mom and her girlfriends that way. It doesn't work with me because we're different. So we have to talk through those differences. That list, it doesn't need to be 100%, but a lot of that was like, yo, I rock with that. Some of the things she wouldn't care for. Differences. Yes, of course, some women may enjoy some of those things, but the fact that that's written probably from a guy's perspective, just listen. If a woman wrote it from a woman's perspective and what we can do to love our wives, protect, like we've been being told how to do a bunch of stuff. Hello? There, you've been told? I've been being told. So someone just said, hey, man, if you have time, just take a look at... No.
And even in not being the same, men just want ease of mind, which is what the you guys say it all the time, right? We don't listen. We don't care. That's what you're telling us. What do you want for Christmas? I just want...
I want peace of mind.
We don't care. We're going to get you fucking boxers or something. It doesn't matter. But if a man walks up to a woman and goes, I love you, I want to be with you the rest of your life and give you peace of mind, I'll be like...
Exactly.
And then what?
Exactly.
So a woman's list would be titled differently.
Right. See, but...
I'm clumsy, guys.
But if you came through and used that logic, there's a million reasons why somebody would disagree. And that's where I don't bother to engage. Because it can just keep going. There's no amount of whatever I say that will make it snap for somebody. They already where they are.
And once again, I wasn't trying to convince anyone to do anything.
Right.
I didn't even put an extra caption on it. I just hit share. It's not like I'm like, hey girls, I would never tell a woman you're not doing something right. I'm not the catch-all of, I don't know a lot of things. Like, I just thought it was an interesting list.
Yeah. How many likes did you say there was?
6.
How many comments?
31.
31.
For the 6 people that liked it, God bless your relationship. I pray that the good Lord, Jesus
Right.
Christ, who was risen a few days ago, will have his hand in your relationship and nurture and guide you guys to a beautiful life together. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
And everyone else who didn't like it, we give you the same prayer.
No.
Okay.
No. I have a different prayer for them.
That
I'll keep
dirty
that one
mouth.
private.
I wonder. It's like I wonder if those people who disagree, if their partner said, "No, like I need this. Like these are things that I like and I need." Are you still going to object to it?
Yes, they will.
F that man cave.
That's that's a pretty sad thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I thank my wife. Hey, I know some of y'all listening to me be like, damn, is he like...
Oh, yeah.
Why is he...
Yeah,
No,
why is he
I
so
am
angry?
happy at home.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so happy.
I'm like, I look at this list and I'm like, my wife does all that, and I'm not even asking for
Right.
half of these things.
I
Like,
think that's the other part of the list. It's supposed to be things that just come to you.
Right.
And if they don't, it's like, like you said, you
Yeah.
think about it, like, how come I don't? These aren't things that you have to go out of your way to do.
Yeah, and if you have a question on it, like, hey, do you like me being in your man cave?
Right.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Okay, then that part of it I can X off.
A lot of it is just a talk, man.
Yeah, and then that's what makes me go like there's one person in the comment. I'm like, if you were told like no, and plus as men, like we don't like to really advocate for ourselves. Like I'll speak for myself. I said to my wife, in looking at this list, I'm not that confident myself to go and make these like
Demands.
things, demands,
Yeah.
right? I will not go to you and say like I need these, because in my head I'd be like, nah, I probably don't do half of these things for you, and you tell me you need them. So
Damn,
why
Darren,
am
you
I-
don't feel like you're deserving?
Well, don't start. Don't you start.
So he knows me.
I know you. Here he comes. Don't start. Call
Even
me
though he
Keith,
started
right?
with you.
Right. Every
we-
time he wants to start.
I know.
And I'm helpful with
I was
mine.
like, you are helpful. But like,
I don't want your help, though.
Right.
don't call me king. I don't.
I was that close.
I don't want it. Okay.
Oh, my God.
But it's just like, I wouldn't ask this of you. So for those guys like me who don't feel like they have that type of voice, they can look at it and go like, so there are other people who think like me and that want things like this and want intimacy or want prayer or whatever, and I don't know how to ask for
Or
it.
want home to not be a war zone.
Right.
Right. And now I have this kind of little bit of confidence. Another man or a couple wrote this, and I agree with it, and it opens up the conversation.
Yeah.
And for you to go, no!
Oh, boy.
Out of those 6 likes, how many you think were men? How many you think were women?
5 men, 1 woman.
4 men, 2 women.
Bam, got it.
Come on now. I mean, what's that?
You are a wizard. You're a wizard and a terrorist.
So, but that makes me sad. That makes me sad. There are 4 guys that are like, yes, please, somebody. Somebody.
Someone gets it.
And 2 women like, yeah, I rock with 2. And I've seen some of your posts go off. And there's mad people that be in there like you. Where they at? Where they at, though?
Maybe the algorithm didn't
I know,
hit
right?
them with this one.
I know. It wasn't rhythmic enough.
Yeah,
Is that what it was?
the
The algo?
algorithm, internet rhythm.
It wasn't hitting. Okay,
The
I got
algorithm, internet rhythm.
it. I got it. It wasn't top 40. I got it.
Definitely, it was definitely hard rock.
It's an album cut.
Oh, let's talk about something else that's not gonna get me in trouble.
Nah, you're fine. You already got it, man.
Hey,
What's your man got to do with me? Sorry.
You're good out here.
Have
in
you
these
seen
streets.
Young Rock speaking of stuff on Peacock?
What's that?
The Dwayne the Rock Johnson's new
Oh,
show.
yeah, I saw when it debuted, but I'm not a network guy, so I never watched it.
I just keep landing on it somehow by accident. I don't know what day it comes on, but I feel it's a day where I'm already watching something, and it must just come on.
They're like a season in already, though.
Are
I
they?
think it came out like last year.
I've only seen like 2 episodes, and I thought it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, they might be releasing it episode at a time on Peacock, because they're weird about their live shows.
When I see it, though, it's always on TV.
Reruns, maybe?
No, I think it's the show.
Second season, then.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, you really just be diving into it.
It just comes on, and I don't change it. You know how like if something catches you for like a minute, you just kind of end up watching it.
Yeah.
It's done that to me twice now. So
Like
I'm
a Bob Ross episode.
Yeah. So I'm like, this must be a good show.
It did well.
It's a great premise. I didn't think I've heard of what it was gonna be, and I was like, that's corny. But then actually seeing it was actually pretty cool.
Good
you know what it's
casting.
about? So you know how The Rock used to be in WWE, and his dad was in it, and his grandfather too, I think.
I think so. Some kind of wrestling background.
Yeah, and so he's because I never see the beginning of the episode. I don't really know who this guy is he's talking to, but he's telling him about his life.
Okay.
And then they show like flashbacks, you know. So he's talking, he narrates it, but it's really him talking. And for some reason, the plot of the show, of the present time, he's running for president.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so I think this guy's like a campaign manager or something. And he's like kind of telling him, but I don't know why he's telling this guy about himself. But that part I haven't got. So when they showed the flashback, they showed like him leaving college and, you know, he'd been playing football. And so he thought he was going to NFL, didn't make it. He went to Canada, didn't make it. And then he came back home and was like, what am I going to do with myself? And how that turned into his wrestling career and how he had asked his dad to help him and all this other stuff. And so they have people playing WWF characters.
Ooh.
That's what keeps catching my eye. Ooh. So then you're watching, you're like, oh shoot, that's Willie Ric Flair. Oh, that's Macho Man. And then and I guess I don't know if it's his mom or his grandmother was a WWF promoter.
Oh.
Some of his cousins were. So a lot of the characters in WWF are actually related to him.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, you know, when they show them, like, they'll put an arrow and be like, oh, this is so-and-so.
Oh, you might be getting my attention now.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I got to ask the guys if they've seen it, because same thing. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty dope for people like our age, because it shows, you know, him before he actually came up.
Can you imagine being a Ric Flair or someone meeting, because you meet so many kids, wrestlers, kids, all right, little one, okay, yeah, sign autograph.
And that's the next.
That's him.
Bigger than all of y'all.
wrestling.
What? Ay. That's
So
crazy.
watching it take that journey, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I might check Feud then. Peacock. Look at Jen watching different shows.
Look at me.
Hey,
you, Jen.
I meant to ask you this.
I love when you mean to ask me stuff. That's a lie.
I feel like the answer is yes.
Okay.
But have you ever been on a game show?
No.
Not even as an audience member?
No.
Of all people, I would think.
I know. They should record more game shows in New England.
So, but New York got a lot, no?
I feel like they're all in either Atlanta or Georgia. I mean, Atlanta or California.
It's Cali.
I'm tripping. Yeah, it's not game shows
It's
anymore.
talk
yeah.
shows.
Yeah, talk shows. Damn.
Yeah. I've been to the Jerry Springer show once.
Yeah, Maury was recorded in Connecticut, but I never.
Yeah,
went.
it was.
Yeah, Connecticut.
Damn, we gotta get you on a game show, dog.
It's funny. I was thinking about that recently. I never wanted to be on a game show. You want to hear why? I'll tell you why. I get a lot of anxiety thinking about the different parts, right? So like the part where they're like, "Oh, hey, what's your name? Where you from?"
Tough one, right?
Already stressed.
It was a tough one, huh? Take your time.
Because
I can never be a host.
Because it's like, do I say Jen? Do I say Genevieve? You know?
Wait, really? That
Yes.
You can't see that being a thing with her?
I think that all the
I
time when I
can,
introduce
but-
myself to people. When they're like, "Oh, hi, my
Darren
name."
is so confused.
Hi, my name is Darren. Oh, hi, and I like in a second I have to go. Which one are you going with? What are we doing today?
Darren is befuddled.
Okay, Darren. If you was introducing me to somebody, what would you say?
Jen.
All right.
Oh, she's like, oh, that's quick. Okay.
Well, because that's what I call you. I know you go.
I don't call
So-
myself anything.
Bim, how do you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Bim.
Yeah, but he always has been.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm Genevieve.
Jen.
Even on this podcast, when you say Darren,
So
Bim, Genevieve.
So I'll say Genevieve because I have
'Cause you wanna yell at me.
No, because I remind myself that you don't like everybody calling you Jen. So if I'm introducing,
I don't
you
like
to
people call me Jenny.
Boom.
Jenny. Okay, Jen is fine.
Jen is fine.
Okay.
But I told you, Darren, you were on the short list of people that can call me Jenny.
Okay.
And that's the one thing Ben remembers.
One thing, I remember a lot of things.
Do you?
Depends. Depends.
So meeting somebody new. One of the. Please take me. Take me
Journey.
through.
Okay, well, I was taking you through the game show journey. It's kind of the same, so I'll keep on. Yeah, so it's like,
Hey,
do I go with Jen or Genevieve?
hey, what's your name? Where are you from?
Wow.
Okay, let's do this. All right. Hi, depends on the game show.
Oh my
You understand? If it's Jeopardy, I gotta be Genevieve. Right?
Why?
Because
It's Jeopardy, man.
you
Okay.
can write your name
Prestigious.
on the screen. Yes, it's like going to an Ivy League college. Right.
So because you could write your name on the screen.
So I don't have to say it twice. That's another thing. What is it?
So Jen is probably the best bet then.
Most of the time.
Yeah. There you go. We just helped you with that part.
Yeah, so usually.
See?
But if it's like work or stuff, I'm like, should I go with Genevieve? Because then if they start talking to me later and they go, hey, Jennifer, then I gotta be like, oh, no, they gotta do that thing. It's actually, oh, it's with a J, it's with a G, you know. Gross.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Where you from? Do I say Providence?
Oh.
Because a lot of people don't know Providence. But if I say Rhode Island, same thing.
Oh, boy.
But I hate when people say they're from Boston when they're not. You're clearly from, like, Brockton.
I'm tired.
Because they go on TV and they forget. Or they just say Boston to be even, like to make it easy. Kind of like me saying Jen, right? They'll go on, oh, this is Darren from Boston. Like, bro, Darren does not live in Boston. You can't just lump us together like that.
She don't have to go on the game show. It's
Okay,
fine.
yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Hey, man, I just know my friend enjoys it, so I thought it might have. But, hey, it's too stressful. Audience member, could you handle that?
Once again, depends on the show.
Oh, boy.
Jen.
Some shows you gotta be quiet. You can't play along.
I think you have to be quiet for most,
Price
at
is
least
Right, you
some
don't.
point of the show. You have to
Price
be
is
quiet.
Right, I could play along. 700! I could do that.
But then you got to be quiet at some point.
Yeah, I gotta be quiet at some point, but I could play along. Jeopardy, you can't scream out the answers.
That's true.
Beijing, you can't
That's
do
true.
that.
That's true.
Wheel of Fortune, you can't.
So you wouldn't go to one that you can't talk the whole time.
I wouldn't prefer it that way. I mean, I would go to Jeopardy if I could, but like Family Feud, you can't play along as much as I want to.
She's still not going to any game show. But in this fantasy world where you go to a game show, what would be the main one you would want to go to?
That would go on, or
Go to as a guest.
Go to as a so be on the show.
Yes. As a guest, not in like as an audience member.
Oh, not as a contestant. Price is Right.
That's right. That's a good one.
Or
as
Let's Make a Deal.
Similar, yeah.
So, if you were to go on a show, like let's say Family Feud, would you feel more at ease because you're not by yourself? Or is there still the same pressure?
Family Feud has a different kind of pressure because it's like, which family members do I take? And then I'd be like, I don't want to take none of my family members. I
Okay.
want to take my friends. Are they going to give me problems with that?
Okay. So let's assume that we're past that. You are on and it's you and we'll say friends. You seem more comfortable with friends. So the village.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
The Village versus somebody else.
Yes.
Okay.
So you are second in line. Steve is coming. Hey,
Oh, boy.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
she's stressed.
hey, Mr. Friends. Because being first is not a good thing for you.
Because I got to introduce everybody else.
Exactly.
But I could probably do everybody else.
Of course
You
you
could.
can.
I could do it. Oh, let me do you guys. Okay. Steve comes up. And he's like, hey.
Hey, Mr. Friends.
No.
Okay.
We have a name.
You're right.
We have a
you're
name.
right, yes.
Hey, please delete this. I'm Steve. Nice to meet you. Whatever he be saying. What's your name? Hey, I'm Jen. Hey, what's going on, Jen? Introduce me to your team. All right, Steve. First up, we've got Darren, also known as Dare, and he's awesome. And then we have Bim, who's your phone's doing things.
Who's talking to you? No one.
Oh, he threw me off of my family.
She's trying to
Feud
listen to the
speech.
episode early.
Sorry. Go ahead.
All right, let's try this again. Welcome to Family Feud. Please delete this. What's your name? Hi, I'm Jen. Where you guys from? From Providence, Rhode Island.
Woo!
All right, go ahead and introduce me to your team. Well, first we got Darren here. It's Dare. He's the mermaid of the group
Whoa, boy.
because he lives near the ocean. Duh. This is Bim. He's cool.
So I'm like, she gets a chance to express herself and express her funny, and it puts a little bit more at ease.
Right.
Right?
That's true. We're figuring this thing out for you.
No, that's not why I would introduce everybody. I wouldn't introduce. I was saying if I introduced.
But you said, you very confidently said, hi, I'm Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. Well, I have to say that.
But you didn't say Genevieve.
In that moment, I didn't. But I might introduce myself to Steve as Genevieve.
I think you just gotta be a natural self.
That's
just
what,
let it flow
and
out.
that's what I be doing.
Yeah.
So in that half second, I gotta think quick. All right, what we going with today?
You can manage.
I
Let's
manage.
get you on the show.
I mean, we're on the radio, and she does splendidly on the radio.
But there's no crowd, and there are no prizes.
There's definitely no prizes.
She made it sound like that makes all the difference.
It does.
I'd be a completely different person
And
if
plus,
there was
when
a
we
chance
go-
I could win a Mazda.
They give away a lot of monsters on Precious, right?
They do. I watched like an older episode the other day, and I was like,
Oh, you watched an old episode?
yeah, at work they had
The,
like
the $6,700 Mazda?
yeah, it was like a little brown little
It's
box
always
thing.
the brown one.
Who wants this?
Yo, the cars are so crazy in the old episodes. I'm so happy you saw one.
I did, and I was like, wow, she's right.
And then when they showed the Cadillac, have you seen one with the Cadillac
No,
yet?
not yet.
Oh, the Cadillac
Big-
is always
that's big time.
$24,000.
24,000.
All the other cars
They
are
got a cell phone in it?
All the other cars are between $63 and $7,200.
And this was like episodes from the 80s, right? Or
Yeah,
70s?
the Cadillac's always 20-something thousand.
In the 80s?
Bro, that shit got cruise control.
Heated seats? Whoa.
No, no, there's no heat seats.
So I just want to balance this out here, just because we got Jen's side, and I want people to know that Jen is unique. So
Me?
yeah.
They know.
So
They know.
Bim,
What's up?
you're on Family Feud, and you and the Fuges.
We out here?
So Steve comes to you. Hey, Steve Harvey, welcome to Family Feud. Tell me who.
Can we be on the team too? I want to hear how he would introduce us.
Yeah, sure.
Why am I doing this? This was just a Gen exercise.
Because I want people to have a controlled experiment.
I can dig it.
So, tell me, give me a name. Where you from? Who you here with?
Hi, Steve. My name is Bim. I'm here with my beautiful, loving family, the Fuges. Yeah, to my right, I got my older brothers, Wale. He Canadian, but that's cool. And then next to him, I got my sister. They got the same birthday, actually. This is Crystal. And then on the other end, it's my younger brother, Shenny. He at OG. What up, Shenny? No. Yeah, we here to win, Steve.
You've done this before. You're a natural.
In my mind.
Have you played this on your mind before? Because I feel like you.
For fun. I
Wow.
play everything. My mind is like, it's very random, but it's controlled randomness.
Oh, I'm not controlled my randomness.
So get this, right? And then we're going to get to you in your
Oh
introduction.
man.
If somebody tells me something is coming up, like you asked me to be your best man. From that moment when you asked me, I was writing the speech.
Oh wow.
It never hit paper, but
But
from
you
that
had it.
moment, I was piecing together memories, how we met, this is this, moving words
I'll
around
say
since.
this.
So if I'm watching a show that I enjoy, I'm like, oh, what if I'm ever on this? Then my brain just goes down how it would go. I think that's why sometimes I'm like kind of prepared when things are like going crazy, because I kind of think of all these scenarios randomly. Yeah. So Darren,
That's awesome.
you're on.
It kind of.
Why are you
mean,
here?
I mean,
No, I'm
he's-
just saying it's tiring. They don't get tiring?
No,
Oh, I get tired. I'm
That's-
trying to go to sleep and I can't.
this thing doesn't get me physically tired, especially when I'm in control. But if somebody's
No, I
like
get
talking
tired
to
of
me-
it continuously going when I want to
Yeah,
sleep.
Oh, you don't know how to stop it.
No.
Oh, that sucks. Damn. Oh no, but TV, and I'm done. I just tune out and I'm right into the TV.
We have that stupid switch in our minds.
That's fine.
It's fun. I love this. My sister asked
I
me
switch
one
out
day,
of a lot of things.
when you shouldn't. Yeah.
This podcast I do sometimes.
All right, go and pee.
Not even. Like, y'all be talking and I'll just
Off.
stop listening. That's why, like, earlier I asked you something. I was like, wait, who? Like, I had totally stopped listening for 2.5 minutes. And so I'll go back and listen to the podcast sometimes because I miss chunks of it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, shoot.
Yeah. No,
I
I
think,
completely
yeah,
understand
same.
that. Yeah. Sometimes you guys are talking. I'm like, well. Go
At
to
least
your,
I know it's not just me.
go to your dead space.
It's a terrible podcast.
So, over here with the
With the questions.
KR family.
So, I recognize something that you guys are very descriptive, and I'm not.
That's
so
fine.
I would say,
Just
like,
be you.
Hey, Darren, I'm from Warwick, Rhode Island. I'm here with my family, my dad, my mom, my brothers. Your names.
Damn, you want to bring your wife on the show? Oh, man.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
whoa. You
I didn't bring my wife either.
Oh, this guy. You see that?
Delete it.
Both our wives are sitting in the audience like,
You gonna split that 20 grand with who?
Sitting there like, sit right next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't have my wife either, and he died laughing.
Because he just saw her in the cloud like,
You guys just
they are
don't want
sitting
peace.
next to each other. Just like,
But you got Dennis on your team.
Oh my God.
So his wife is there
my
too.
dad Claude, my wife Marie, my brother CJ Christian, and my friend Dennis, my best friend Dennis. He's a really good friend of mine. Dennis.
Oh my God.
Are you married?
Oh,
Oh. Because Steve would do it like that. Are you married?
You don't have no wife? She's here, but I forgot to ask her. I really didn't want to be honest.
And this is where you just.
I forgot to ask.
I didn't think she wanted to be on Steve, to be honest.
Oh boy.
She told me she thinks this show is corny.
And
So.
then she should drive. Did she drive down here with your son? Yeah, she did.
Steve would.
You so damn stupid.
That was good. That was good.
You're right, Steve. I'm excited to play though.
And if you win 5 days in a row, you gotta leave out of here with that brand new car, that mystery car. We don't know what color it's gonna come in. We don't know what type. Is it an SUV? Is it a car? You might, but the 5 of you are gonna split this Dodge
Ford
Stratus.
Focus.
Like they don't even make Dodge Stratus no more.
Nope.
That's why we got them.
Oh, that's what.
It was on clearance at BJ's.
Real quick to round up Family Feud. Have you guys have all thought, what if you were on the show, right?
Oh yeah, every day.
Dream team? You guys got a dream team that you would go with? Because I already know who I wouldn't ask to go.
My family.
Dream team.
Really? You would? None of them are on point, or?
I mean, I would maybe ask my sister-in-law.
You know, Jen, I'm with you there because I would no one in my family. Maybe my mom, maybe, but I can't have two of me.
Wow. 2 of you?
Yeah, my
Y'all
mom.
all ain't the same like that.
Me and my mom were very like slow thinkers. Like, and that's no diss to my mom or anything. Like, we don't process fast enough.
It is a timed game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So especially if it was like, you know, the ending, I don't know what they call that, the lightning round or whatever it is.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and it's me and my mom, it would just be terrible. Like, give me the number one tool that everybody uses, hammer, boop, boop, boop. Soda. Like some dumb would come out. And then my mother would come out, all right, we asked 100 people, give me the number one tool that people use, hammer, boop, boop, boop. Soda, boop, boop, boop.
It's funny because I think it was cousin sent me a.
I love cousin.
I don't know if it was her, but I think it was her. Sent me a Family Feud clip this week, but it was like from the old Family Feud with Richard Dawson, and they were doing speed rounds. They was like name a dog. I mean, not name a dog. Name a 3-letter animal. Oh, animals name.
Oh,
And then the guy watching is just like saying all kinds of. He's like dog, cat, pig, blah. Blah. And then the guy goes frog. He's like,
Hey,
of course.
yep.
So they bring the second guy out, and they ask the same question. He said alligator. He was like, all right.
Oh. What is going
Yeah,
on?
Because when you're in that speed round, if like he's saying,
That's true.
if you buckle under pressure, you buckle under pressure.
man.
I'd rather say nothing than say alligator.
I love watching it with Darling because anytime they be like pass a play and they be like play, he'd be like no. He's like I wouldn't play shit.
Let them struggle,
Come
and then
to
we
me.
steal. Yeah.
That's how you play. So he's like, all right, if we go on, I hope you know we ain't playing.
So who would you bring on the show with you? Now we're deep in this discussion. I can't.
I'd bring you two.
Really?
Are we allowed?
Yeah.
If
Oh,
they,
it's Dream Team. Okay, yeah.
yeah, Dream Team. I'd bring you two.
Ben would be a really good choice.
You know, you're right. I would bring Bim.
Oh my God.
And I would be in the crowd like, she made the right choice.
I'd bring Bim. I'd bring Tisha and or Janelle.
Tisha would be an amazing choice. Tisha's a good thinker.
Jay Mizzle though, don't sleep.
No, she's a great thinker too, but I
Yeah.
feel like they're both similar.
Yeah.
So if I'm trying to go for a differentiation,
But at least Tisha would make everybody laugh. Like
Yeah.
Tisha would.
I looked at an old snap today from a Halloween party that Elena had, and I had dressed it as a burger, and we didn't plan our costume.
This your big age.
Shut up, Bib. Shut up. Let her dress up.
It was 2016.
Let her dress up, Bib. Don't shame her.
So
It's Halloween. Everybody
it's
does
Halloween. Everybody does the sexy Halloween, but you know,
And a burger.
and a burger.
Bib, I said don't shame her. I find burgers sexy. Oh, I mean,
and we didn't plan the costumes ahead of time.
Oh, God.
So I'm in there looking like an idiot with being a burger.
You don't say.
And Tisha walks in, she's a carton of milk. So I'm watching the snap of being hurt, and she was like, "We're a Happy Meal."
Dude, because they do offer you, they do offer you milk, because what else would you drink with a burger?
It both comes from the cow, right?
Yep.
Oh, they said F that cow.
So you have you, Bim, Tisha, or
Wait,
Janelle.
there was one more.
Oh,
And so then there was another snap. Of
Oh,
her.
there's more.
And I said, I put Wick. I said, oh, she's a Wick milk. And then so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
So you,
us-
Bim, Janelle, or
Tisha. Or
Mac.
Tisha. If I can't find two more
Oh,
people, then
Tisha,
one of
sorry.
them's going to get dropped. But I don't know.
How many is on the team? 5?
5.
Okay.
Darling, for sure. Oh,
Oh,
my
is it
God.
not Darling?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. That's my Family Feud partner right there.
Who's gonna round out the team?
I need somebody who thinks outside the box. I mean, even though everybody there thinks outside the box. I need a white person. It's a different perspective. I need one of those.
But because you can't name one.
And here
She's
we
just
are.
like, you.
I was looking like, okay, like, I was like, who's
No, I
somebody
have too
from
many
work?
choices, so I can't pick one.
All right, you hold on. Bim, your dream
It's 5
team.
people?
Five.
Yeah.
Yo, Fuji's is on point, yo. So me, Wale, Shenny. What's the age limit?
It doesn't matter.
For real?
I've seen kids on it, like 16.
Okay, my wife and Dylan. Body in it.
Dylan would be
Dylan
amazing.
is a beast.
He
He'll
would be
do better than
amazing.
everybody. Beast. Yeah.
I don't care.
No, I ask. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to ask.
No,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
get you in trouble.
No, go ahead,
Yeah,
Dad.
go.
Who's the weak one on your team?
Ah.
Hey, see? High five! Yo, I didn't want to do that to you, and you answered wonderfully.
Watch this, guys. Who's the second weakest?
No, don't do that. Jen, who's the weakest on your team? Is it
Yeah.
the white person that we haven't picked yet?
Blame them. Blame them.
Wow. I almost choked.
Oh my
Since I
God.
didn't add you, because you would have totally been you.
I would, yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what? Just for fun, you're coming with us.
Oh,
Yeah,
because I'm the
I'm
comic relief.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of the white person.
I'm just.
I like it.
Not too far. I'm Warwick. Yeah, here we go. My
Providence at the core. Providence at the core.
my dream team.
Oh my God.
My dream team. It wouldn't be like a good team. It would just be like a very interesting team that gives responses.
So you don't
That's
even
why I
want.
have
You
you
don't even
come.
want
I
to
don't
win.
want to win. I just want to have fun.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Because honestly, even if we win 20 grand amongst 5 people,
I'm taking it.
I mean, I'm taking it, but
Yes.
but if I don't win,
We
at
should
least I
have
had
some
the fun.
Go get some good steaks after, yo.
Right.
Yeah.
So definitely me.
You should.
Definitely
I swear
me.
to God.
If I had the choice of not being
It's
on
your
the
team. Yo.
my team, but
You're gonna be the captain in the
Hey,
crowd. Team Karen all day.
right. So it's
I drafted
me.
him.
I feel like I have to choose my wife.
Oof. Wow.
You didn't have to.
I do. I
didn't have to say it
have,
like
that.
No,
Say it
I
like
that.
have
You didn't say it
to
like that.
because like of the two of us, she's the stronger of the two of us.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't have to
But
say
I,
that.
but I don't know. So I have to take you to my train of thought. I don't know when it comes to randomness like this. That's her strength, right? And calling out random stuff. Like I feel like in her head, like if they're like name America's favorite foods, and she was like platanos. Like I don't know.
And you can't kick her off after
Exactly.
that. So you gotta,
I
I got you.
So cool.
Because I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad.
I'm
Steve,
dying.
time out, Steve. Time out. Is there timeouts? 20 seconds.
Oh, we don't do that here. When you guys get in the huddle, he's like, all right, you got 2 strikes. Other team can huddle up. You're in the huddle talking shit.
Right.
Platanos?
What
Really?
the fuck?
Like that question's all done and shit. Platanos?
So again, I love my wife dearly. I think she's the smartest one out of the two of us. But so me, her. Can I choose Bim?
Of course you can. I chose Bim. Bim's on all our teams.
Hell yeah.
Bim is on my team, and then you because you're the game show guru, right?
That's a good
So
choice.
now my fifth.
So now me and you both are no. I was not your team. You're on my team.
Food's just deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my fifth it would have to be like Alexis,
Mm.
just so I can see what she comes up with, because she's also not great under pressure. But
Don't want to torture your kid.
but sometimes she's really good under pressure, right? So it's like, do you shine? Do you sink? Yeah. But definitely, I'm the weak one on the squad.
Man, that was fun. Oh, I like that. Family Feud is one of the goats, yo.
But I be getting mad watching Price is Right. What are you laughing at?
I'm like,
Oh boy.
we asked 100 people, what's your favorite soup? Sancocho.
He's gonna say what?
you know, it's not a great answer because everyone's like,
Nah, I don't know why the people fake clap on the team. I'm
Yo,
gonna sit there like this.
I've heard some really bad answers and they clapping like, come on, man. Yesterday there was one where the answers they gave, it could have been either one of the things that was up there. So they were like, But the thing is, Steve understood. What was the damn question? Whatever it was, Steve, like, he got it. They was like, we asked 100 men.
I'm gonna answer. You should answer.
Name a way that a roller coaster reminds you of your woman. Bim.
She's fast.
That was up there.
And then you get the audience reaction, and the wife's looking at you, and Steve's like,
and me and this.
She's red.
I get in her. I have to buckle in when I get in.
okay, there you
And
go.
that was